Welcome, guys, to part two of the book review, Sanford Meisner on acting. Like I said before, this is one of the best acting books that I recommend for aspiring actors. Definitely one of the best I've read so far. Although I'm no longer an actor, but still, I like to learn from acting instructors and just anything that has to do with the craft. So I'm gonna read you guys some parts from chapter four called The Knock on the Door. And the class motto is called Repeat. So this is what Meisner explained to his um class, to his students. And on this particular day is on October 9th. And it's funny because we're in October. Let's see now. I want to start something new today. Vince, one of his students, go across the hall to the teacher's room where you will find a telephone book. Bring it in. Vince returns in a moment with a thick Manhattan telephone directory. He sits at the long table in the center of the room, the book open before him. Last week, Vince, you met a beautiful girl at a party, and she said, I'm having a party next Saturday night. And if you want to come to it, my family is in Europe, so you can stay all night. Do you like that? Yes. Good. Now you wrote her name and address down on a slip of paper, but you lost it. Fortunately, you remember her name. It's KZ Smith. And she lives in Manhattan on the east side in the upper 70s. Now, do you have a good reason to look up her address? Yes, I want to spend the night. Let me call your attention to something I deliberately made this difficult. A Smith in Manhattan? There are 14 pages of Smiths to Manhattan. Another difficulty is the reason why you have to find her, or else I'll spend Saturday night alone. I'm gonna fast forward to October 17th, a day in class. On the stage, public solitude is what we want. You have only one element to give up to get to the area where your real acting personality is, and that is yourself. So why be theatrical, and theatrical in a false way? You see, only you know what's truthful for you. Meisner takes a puff on Meisner takes a puff on his cigar. Says, I don't walk well, I take taxis frequently. Do you know who was driving my taxi today? Mrs. Ronald Reagan. Someone chuckles quietly. The class laughed when, he said this. Truth and public solitude. Believe me, Bruce, you should have public solitude engraved on your stationery because that's what you need. Not public exhibitionism, but public solitude. When you are at home, when you have a job to do, you do it. You comb your hair and you don't watch to make sure your pinky's out. You exhaust me. I'm telling you, Meisner was tough on his classmates, but he had a good reason why he did. Fast forward on the same day. The first moment of the exercise is the knock. The exercise begins with the knock. The second moment is the opening of the door. And the third moment is your interpretation of the knock. The third moment is the meaning the knock has for you. verbalized it by you as you open the door, right? Then you go back to what you're hearing. Do whatever the third moment permits you to do, and then go back to your independent activity and let the exercise continue. Ralph seems puzzled, one of his students. Let's go over the knocking, Meisner says. After the first two, tell me what they mean to you. After the third one, open the door and use verbally what the third knock meant to you. Then go back to your independent activity and the exercise. Any questions? I understand the order of it, Ralph says, but if you were doing the activity and didn't want to be interrupted, then don't interrupt. That's what Meisner said. No, you're doing the activity and you have to open the door, right? No, Meisner exclaims. Okay, that makes it clear. No, you understand? Yeah. No, you understand? I understand. Yes. Yes? Tell me why. You don't do something until, okay, you understand. And I'll leave it right there, guys. Next week is gonna be part 3 of this book review. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And as always, be safe. And may God bless each and every one of you. Take care. Have a good Friday. Have a great weekend, everyone.